All right, let's go over the work you submitted into me last week. And if I haven't already done so, I'm just about to hand that back to you. So far, so good. It looks really, really good. All right, so let's see what we have for question number 1 here. We are given amounts of both reactants. We are given the 13.1 grams of potassium and the 18 grams of the oxygen. So interestingly enough, I probably would do part B first, and I think a lot of you did the same. Part B is asking, calculate the number of grams of product produced or formed. And I think you were using method A, right? So if you are going to use up all 13.1 grams of potassium, let's see, how many grams of that potassium oxide can we make? Or is it the other one? Is it the using up all of the other ingredient, 18 grams of oxygen, and seeing how many grams of potassium can we make? And it's the least amount of product. That is true. And since I saw that your work was pretty darn good, I'm going to do this really quite quickly. So converting the grams of potassium to moles of potassium. And according to our balanced equation says that there are 2 moles of the product potassium oxide being made every time we use up 4 moles of the potassium. And then finally, molar mass of the product potassium oxide is 94.2 in every 1 mole of potassium oxide. And so there we go. And that brings us to 15.8. So I wonder if this 15.8 grams of potassium oxide is the true one or not. Let's finish off with the other ingredient, being oxygen. Again, converting that to moles. The molar mass of oxygen is 32 grams, 16 plus a 16. According to our balanced equation, there are 2 moles of potassium oxide being made every time we use up 1 mole of our oxygen. And last conversion factor would be the same, being the molar mass of potassium oxide. And this calculation brings us to 106 grams of potassium oxide. Nope, that is not it. So method A calls us to pick the one that is true. So the least amount of product being produced is the one that is true. This one is not happening. So the one that is true, that limits us in our production of our potassium oxide, means that this potassium here is our limiting reactant. And this oxygen, we have way too much of it. This oxygen is in excess. So let's answer part A. We now have an answer. Determine which reactant is limiting. It is our potassium is limiting. It is the one ingredient that limited the amount of product being produced. And part B, calculate the number of grams of product produced. And we calculated that it was the 15.8 grams of the potassium oxide being produced, with our potassium being limiting. Good. So now that we've answered part A and B, let's jump over to C. Part C is asking how many grams of the excess reactant. So just a reminder that our excess reactant is oxygen. So we started with 18 grams, and we don't know how many grams of oxygen is going to be used up. So let's calculate that. So how many grams of oxygen will we actually use? All right, so let's start with the ingredient that was limiting us. So I think we've seen this before, converting the grams into moles of potassium. And again, it's important to start with our limiting. Always start with your limiting to figure out how much of the other ingredient you would need. And according to our balanced equation, there is a mole of oxygen being used every time we use up 4 moles of potassium. And that comes from our coefficients of our balanced equation. Finally, let's bring that to grams of oxygen. A mole of oxygen is 32 grams. And let me just grab my calculator. Where am I? 2.68. So this 2.68 grams of oxygen, let's write a few words so that in our head we understand what's going on. So 2.68 grams of oxygen would be used. So, just add a few words. I think that really helps us. And so in order to figure out how much we have left over, how much did we have? How much are we going to use? And the difference would be how much we have left over. Our oxygen, we were given 18 grams. We calculated just now that we are only going to use up 2.68 grams. So we have a lot of oxygen left, the 15.3 grams. So 15.3 grams of oxygen left over. There we go. Okay. Nice. And that was last week's work. This week, of course, as you know, I've assigned this set of worksheets to you. So this is a little summary of everything: molarity, limiting in excess, percent yield, and it goes on for a couple of pages, right? I think the best thing to do would be to print that off and just do your work on the paper, and then take pictures, as most of you have, and handing that in to me. Okay? And our last part of this week's assignment is these 2 pages. This is an interesting one. Is again a stoichiometry, and it's a little different in that we're going to do a little bit of graphing and thinking about this reaction as it occurs. So stay tuned for my second video, and my second video will allow us to go over this together. All right, until then.